Oh, duh. Finished. I need water. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, man. These damn cameras are too good. Anyway, so I'm waiting around to pee really bad. It's getting warm. I've been here for like an hour already. I was playing SimCity though. So, stay up there so you can stop weighing me down. So yeah, I figured I would go live for a minute because I'm just sitting here at the airport. I don't know what to do with myself, so I figured I'd see what you guys were up to. Now that I'm having to like talk out loud, I'm realizing how quiet and peaceful it was just sitting here. The weather is, it honestly looks like there's this crazy storm front coming in. But it could also be smoke from the wildfire. I can't really tell. It looks like it's getting blown away, just based on the shapes. I can't really tell. It looks nice up here where I'm at. It was a little bit foggy when I pulled in. I was thinking about sitting on the hood of the car. So you could spot me. Oh, is this a plane landing? Oh, nope, that's a plane taking off. Damn. These clouds are crazy over here. Like, I've been staring at them, trying to see what they're doing. This, like, storm front over here is, like, long. It goes, like, all the way over that way. And it's just an inch long strip of these, like, intense clouds. But, like, you can see there's, like, I don't know how to explain the shape. The top is rounded, and then it comes down like a shelf or something. I don't know. It's crazy. I remember that song. Oh, man. I slept, like, really hard, and, like, I guess I was really tired. A lot more tired than I realized. My body is kind of hurting from 4 days straight dreadlocking. I don't usually do that. Even when I, like, even when I would, like, do it for a living, I still never booked myself, like, multiple days in a row like that. When I was, like, making the most and working the most, I usually did, like, I didn't do any more than, like, 15 days a month because it would just be too much for my body. I did finish her hair. I wish I could show you. You can go look on I posted a video here on YouTube. You should go check it out. or like a short or something, or a post. I put a post up. I don't think I posted a video. But yeah, I finished it. It looks so good. Guys, like for real, like I'm fucking damn good at my job. Like I'm even shocked how, like, it's so good. It looks so good. She was like fed up, but her scalp was like really sore by the time that we were done. And like she was at her absolute wit's end. I was at my absolute wit's end. But so I couldn't palm roll them to make like, to just like make them, you know, look finished a little bit more. So I do, that's sad, but it's okay. I've literally woke up early and come to this town every day for 5 days. That's crazy. Dude, it's so much length, right? It looks so good though. The thing is like normally, I mean, I just did things the way that I normally do them. And like, it's the hair she bought. That hair she bought is so good. It is good, good, good hair. Like I almost want to like contact the company and see if they'll send me some samples, like little pieces, so that I can just like show people on camera like what they're like, because they're so good. But you should go to you should like, anybody who gets extensions should know about this brand. I am blown away at the quality of this hair. And like for the price, I mean, it's priced, this is more expensive hair than I usually do. I usually get hair from this same seller that I've been buying hair from forever. But it's a cheap hair, like cheap as in price. But the quality of the hair for the price is excellent. It's like moderate, it's medium range hair, you know? And I try to find, you know, like I don't want to charge $500, $600, $800 just for hair. You know what I mean? That's like that's one of the biggest parts of the expense is the hair, you know? And like, but this hair, dude, I don't know, man. I'm going to have this as an option. That's for sure. And I'm going to be telling all my freaking Dreadlock people about this brand. I got to message my friends. Hi, Star. Thank you. I posted on my YouTube timeline and on my other social media platforms the Dreadlock job that I did yesterday. Ugh, I stink. I can literally smell myself. It smells good, but like, I'm funky. I'm ripe. I need to shower. I cannot believe that I lived on that property for 3 years without a fucking shower. I like can't believe that. I'm so proud of myself, you guys. I'm so proud of myself for getting us off that property. I'm so proud of us for fucking never falling into the trap that people kept trying to trap me in. I'm so grateful. I tell you what, I am so grateful. I'm so glad that I'm fucking out of that spot. Oh. And I am fucking proud of myself. Because that was a struggle. I'm at the airport waiting for Adam. I have to pee really, really, really bad. I haven't like seen any planes land. I'm living with my friend on my friend's property. And so I'm doing the same thing that I was doing by myself, basically, with electricity and running water, with a male teammate. So I literally got everything I wanted. Everything that I needed for real, I got. Everything that I have been praying for, I got, down to the fucking chicken that I wanted. I even got the exact type of chicken that I wanted. I just like don't see how the planes could land and I wouldn't see that happen. Whatever. Dude, oh my God. So that's one thing that we're looking for, kind of. Adam wants to get me a clawfoot bathtub. He's been bringing it up a lot. And I was like, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. Absolutely. Because the water that comes out of the shower is like, I can't remember what it's set at, but it comes out hot as fuck. And you can change the temperature because it's on-demand water heater. Yeah, I'm waiting to pick up my my friend. That's right, Colorado mama. Still living the dream, just bigger and better. I'm pretty excited too because I've got the money that my lawyer needs. So I'm gonna be sending him the money tomorrow and signing an official contract. I'm pretty excited about that. I think a plane landed and I just didn't see it. Oh man, my muscles are so sore. I keep feeling like I don't hurt nearly as much as I actually did hurt when I was doing this work full time. However, I think it's because I am in better physical shape. I spent obviously like, I don't even remember the last like, what, 5 months, 4 months now, doing like, well, for the first of those months, I spent actually physically exercising every day, hard as I could. And then, since I stopped exercising, I've basically been go, 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 go. So I haven't really had a lot of like time to sit and relax. Sometimes I get up out of my bed and I'm like out of my bed for the entire day. And I wonder to myself, I'm like, dang, dude, literally when I was in my bus, I would just sit in that spot in my bed, you know, because there was like nothing else to do. Like I couldn't actually move forward with chores because I don't have like the money or the help I need to fix this one thing so that the thing can work. It was really getting hard there at the end. And the more I had decided I was done with it, the more hard it became to complete menial chores that were for the good of the land or for the good of like the future more so than like our immediate necessary needs. So I just pared everything down and I just stuck to our basic needs of survival just to get us through till the next day. And I did that every single day until I was able to get us off of that property. I can't wait to sell it. I can't wait to be done with this whole fucking fiasco. If anyone wants 8 acres in a really beautiful part of Oregon, I'll sell it to you for $90,000. I wasn't bed rotting. You can't bed rot when you live off grid. I wish. I wanted to bed rot so bad, but I couldn't. I have a 9-year-old son that I had to keep alive, and I have a dog, and I have a cat, and I had chickens. So I could not do that. I had to go fetch water every day. I had to generate electricity every day. I had to make money to buy the gas to generate the electricity and shit. So bed rotting just wasn't an option, and that's what made it even harder to get through, is because I couldn't do what I wanted and what I needed to do, which was sit and not move for a little while. I was overwhelmed with work, and that was the problem. Overwhelmed, completely overwhelmed. I can't express to you guys how different it feels today, just like in my own skin. Like, none of the things that I was stressed out about am I stressed out about in that way. Like, I have gotten to a point of like zero giving a fuck, that like I'm just like, I understand that my bus at this point has probably been, you know, based on the fact that she broke into my Amazon account and that she took my RV from the parking space and just put it on the outside of the property so that anybody passing by the road could just go inside my RV and take all my valuables. Yeah. That was when I was like, okay, well, your bus is probably fucked at this point. So you can anticipate, you know, that situation. So I've basically like I'm sad about it, I'm upset about it, and when it comes to me putting eyes on everything and dealing with it, I know I'll be fucking pissed. But like right now, this moment, I cannot live my day-to-day life worrying about shit like that. I just can't. I have to be focused on the future. I have to be focused on moving on, up and on. I cannot anymore be concerned with this woman and these people online, and you know, like just and then in conjunction with those like things, like people coming at me and intentionally doing things to cause problems in my life. Like, I actually cause my own problems. Like, I have problems that I have caused that I have to like deal with, you know? So like, I don't have time to deal with like gossip and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited because everything is just like, I prayed to God, and I did exactly what God asked me to. And I continued to be a good person, even when people lied on me. I'm not vindictive. I don't do spiteful, mean things. Just because you do something mean to me does not mean I'm going to do something mean to you. It means that I'm going to think of you completely differently. And I'm not going to bother going and try to tell everybody in the whole world what a terrible person you are either. It's just not my place. I know that people will see you plenty on their own. All I have to do is just mind my own fucking business and be who I know I am and just keep doing that. And, you know, if people see it, great. If people don't, so what? I'm going to move on. Because, like, what happens in my life does not matter, like, outside of right here. Like, it really doesn't. The things that I'm affected by are not outside of what is like right here. I'm a very blinders kind of a person. Like, I don't give a fuck about what's going on out, you know, especially when my basic needs aren't met, or like I'm trying to meet the needs of my son or, you know, my dog, and like we're struggling. I assure you that the last thing that I'm concerned about is like what people might think about me. You know. Yeah, I want to empty the bus. That's what I want to, but it costs a lot of money to do that. Yeah, that's definitely a troll. They've commented on my account a few times. I mean, like, the thing is like, why are you, like, if you didn't like me, if you weren't, like, you know, interested, you wouldn't be here. It's literally that simple. the attention seeking is coming from the commenting that's trolling. You are intentionally trying to gain my attention. That's right, Colorado Mama. And I've always done that. Like my grandmother's gone now. But I will never forget I respected her more than anybody. She was fucking awesome. This was a woman who was like the first woman to be a car salesman in my area. She was the first insurance agent, the woman in my area. She did all kinds of, she wrote a book. She was a blogger. You could still go find her blogs online right now. And like my grandma was very inspiring. And she was a fingers in many pots kind of a gal. But something she said to me, and like it's really rung with me because of how much I respect her and how inspiring she was in general. But she told me that she said, "Man, Heather, I wish I could be more like you. You're so bold. Like, you wish you could be more like me?" What? She was perfect. And I mean, she was very like the meaning of demure, and like very just like, oh, it was just naturally her. She was just a very petite little bird of a woman. And she was like everything that I would ever want to be, you know what I mean? She was awesome. And like I've never forgot that. And I never lost it. Like I will never lose that. And no one can take it. And so that's another thing, is like, no one can ever take that moment away from me. You could call me names, you could troll me, you could fucking do whatever, but you can't take away my assuredness in myself. Like, I know that I'm not capable of a lot of things, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna like just see what happens. Why not? I like to jump into piles of shit. People say that my whole family's told this the whole time. You jump into a pile of shit and come out smelling like a rose. I like to jump into things. I like to just see what would happen. You know, the reason I got my bus, I just wanted to see how it would be like. And I wanted to start a mom community. I just wanted to see how it would be like. What would it be like if women had a space to like be together and hang out, and like, not as like, oh my God, we have to hang out all the time, but meaning like our chores that we have to do all the time as moms, we all have to do them. We can team up and make it easier. Kids can play with each other and they won't need mom, you know, and we can help each other drive them to sporting things. If we're teaming up on a lot of things, we could get discounts and we can afford to do a lot more. When your basic necessities are like, this economy is so bad because we've been fooled into thinking that as individuals, we need a cell phone bill, a car payment, electric bill, water bill, grocery bill. No, dude, we're communal creatures. We are meant to share, not for price, just cause we care about the people around us. Like, it's not, this money and the monetization of everything is the absolute, like, it's just the worst. And like, unfortunately, you can't opt out of the game. You know, you have to play it a little bit, or you will not be able to function. So, you know, finding balance is like the key. And I think that finding that balance is a lot easier when you maybe tailor suit the natural the things that we're naturally pulled to as people. We can tailor those to suit the world around us. We don't have to go and live completely primitively in a world where if you don't have a cell phone, you can't even fucking, you know, make an appointment at the doctor's office. So there is a way to find that balance. You can have both. You can totally have both, but you need people around you. You need a team. You can't, like, this kind of lifestyle can be done alone. We know of these old men who have done it, you know, but like the monetization of the world in general has made it absolutely impossible for for what they are telling us to do. This economy, this single person economy, that is just not realistic. Oh my God. So this right here, I bet you, here, hold on, let me just do this really quickly. First of all. Bye, thank you, okay. Oops, wrong button. Sorry, hold on just a second, I just need a minute. How do I? There we go, and good. Bye. Okay, so what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, good. I'm getting text messages. Let's go get on the roof. No, so you know who it is? It's Roxanne's dad. Or Roxanne's dad's friend. Specifically the term cult, it's just Roxanne, I had a text exchange yesterday that makes me think that. I brought my jewel, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna sit up here on the roof. I'm gonna sit up here and just observe. Then he can't miss me. The way that I was getting text messages, I was thinking, I literally was, I didn't even engage with the text message that I received from him. I'm not sure if that's the same person for sure, but like just the word cult specifically just rings in my head because it was something that he said to me yesterday. But all I said in reply to the fucking this spewing of information that he said, like, I showed a video of yours to my buddy and he said, whoa, that girl's nuts. Is she in a cult or something? Or is she a cult leader or something? And what was it? I didn't even like, I'm not even gonna bother trying to like say like, oh, you know, like people, you know, troll me on the internet. I'm not gonna try to defend myself. All I said back was, oh my God, Roxanne's actions make so much sense now. Like, you just made everything. I get it now. I was completely fooled. I totally was completely fooled by her parents. I thought they were, her mom especially, thought she was a really good person. But I you know, she had to get it from somewhere. But I see now, I get it. I get it now. But when I showed the message to the girls in the Discord, the comment was, I would have thought that was a young person saying that. Teenager or something. God, my teeth are so yellow. I need to fucking try and brush them. This tooth is gonna fall out. I'm gonna lose it if I can't get to the dentist. I need to go to the dentist. I need to make a dental appointment. And I'm not gonna I don't care how yellow my teeth get, I'm not gonna do a whitening treatment or anything like that. It totally fucks your teeth up. I'm scared to do any of those like laser treatments because I don't know what they do with the structural integrity of the enamel of your teeth. I know that those bleaching peroxide things, like I can't use that shit. It hurts. My teeth are too sensitive. But anyway, so yeah, I was just I'm just so, I'm so happy, you guys. Like, life is good. Life is really fucking good. And like, I've said this the whole time. Like, I have been saying this for a long time. My unhappiness was not from like the extenuating circumstances in my life. The extenuating circumstances in my life were distressing me so much because I was not able to maintain the right emotional state. I couldn't get to a place of like good. My basic needs weren't met. So my ability to be patient, all-time low. My ability to like function and take care of myself, feed myself, water myself, like I was living off of like slices of bread and anything that I could just grab that I didn't have to cook. Yep, that's Nikki, dude. That's why I am really selective about who I let Elliot, spend a significant amount of time around. If I don't get along with the parents, then I'm not going to let him hang out with the kid too much because the kid's, well, he's just so friendly. He makes friends with everybody, so I have to be careful. That just shows that what kind of a person you are. So, okay. And the only reason that she's even on my mind is because I was talking about how I have her address now for the lawyer, so. Or I forgot to mention that nugget, but I was talking about the lawyer, so yep. I wonder if these like I have not seen a single plane land, and I'm wondering if like the building is high, but it's like the sky, like, ooh, there's a wasp. You would think that I would be able to see the plane like coming in from literally anywhere, right? But apparently planes have landed because people are like leaving and stuff. Confused. It's Roxanne's parents. Right, Squid? I got a message from someone on TikTok yesterday that said that they are thinking about making a Reddit about that chick Freya, the one who runs the Reddit group, because she's so unhinged. No, Miss Lee D, she definitely did not give me the money. No. And she went into my Amazon account and placed orders on my credit card and then lied and told people that it was a joint account that she's always used. When we first teamed up, I did give her access to my Amazon account, but obviously in the last 3 years, that would be like irrelevant now because we are like not friends, we're not teammates. So like, why would she all of a sudden now after 3 years start trying to use that Amazon account? And she lied to her parents and said that it's a joint account, she's been using it the whole time. Well, if that was the case, I would have gotten messages that she was placing orders a long time ago, and this would have been an issue a long time ago, and that's never happened. I checked the history of the orders, and the only orders that have been placed by anyone on that account, because it's been almost unused, was by me. And so it's just lying, twisting truths just to make her seem like she's not lying. And I don't understand that stuff. I just prefer being super direct. So I don't understand. You guys do not have to defend me to anybody on the internet. I absolutely do not encourage that. Don't waste your precious time. You don't waste your precious energy. They're not worth it. They're going to do what they're going to do, you know? And the more that they say, you know, the more that you see for yourselves, you know? I don't have to go around chasing anyone down. Like, I don't even think I've even, like, I mean, I know that, like, she has, like, a Facebook or whatever, but, like, I don't even think that she's on social media, like, at all. So, and if she is, I wouldn't know, because I don't look her up, you know, like, because I just don't give a fuck what's going on in her life literally at all. But it's just interesting how, like, these people who say that they don't like me and they think I'm terrible check on me every day. They're looking up my socials. They're in groups where all they do is talk about me, and then having discussions and reading all this information about me, and, you know, or, you know, lies and bullshit, you know. It's who's rent, you know. The only thing I do is react. So I just react. Thanks, Michelle. People are only ruthless like that on the internet. Roxanne is ruthless like that in person. But that's because she's just, like, a different type of person. Like, there's a level to that. That's just, I've never even in my life, the audacity, you know what I mean? I couldn't even fathom being that way to someone. And, like, I thought that maybe she was just, like, you know, I thought that it was the boy who she started dating. I thought that was what the problem was. And then over the course of the 3 years, I've realized, after he left after a month or two, it wasn't him. I was just fooled by her the whole time in the beginning, her nature. I would have, if I had any clue that she wasn't kind and just generally, just kind, in real life, like actually kind, like, she's soft-spoken. That's the thing, is I'm loud and brash and boisterous and I fucking yell. And so, oh, I'm a terrible person. But no, I'm not. It's the people who intentionally are, like that like plot kindness. It's the ones who come to you like, oh my God, hello, how's it going? Yeah, so soft-spoken. That is not, I'm sorry, what? That's a level of self-control. And I learned something from her, actually, that I had never even in my life. I should have at that moment realized, like, wow, dude, she really is a plotter. She's plotting. I should have realized that at the time. But I didn't think of it like that, because I was just like, I loved her. She was, like, so cool. And, like, but, you know, she was emulating me. Of course I thought she was cool, you know, because I love myself. But anyway, so I'm fucking autistic. I can't help it. You know, like, I can't help but, like, want to be friends with someone like me, because it's so rare to find someone like me, you know? But anyway, so she told me that when you get into an argument with someone, that instead of raising your voice and screaming at them, immediately drop to your knees. If you drop to your knees, she says, it throws them off, and they see you more as a weak person, or whatever. I can't remember her. I'm paraphrasing. Those were not her exact words. But that is, like, literally what she said. You know, she was just like, immediately just get down on your knees and sit down like this, and then look up at them. She says it completely disarms them, and it makes it so, you know, whatever. Like, it freaking blew my mind. And it has just, like, stuck in my head, you know? It's stuck in my head this whole time. Lillian, tell me about it. But that's the thing, is, so, like, with her specifically, the landmate, she does not like Elliot. She doesn't like Elliot because she hates Elliot for the same reason she hates me. Because he is so bright and so fucking beautiful and so kind and so generous and just so fucking perfect in, like, every way. And she hates that about him. She hates that he's so beautiful and just so bright. And, like, he's rambunctious, like, whatever, you know? And honestly, like,
people who have been in person with me, and like, so if, for example, I was doing someone's dreadlocks and I was like yelling at Elliot during that session or whatever, it was because, you know, it's a business thing. He's like got to stop doing that, and he just won't listen, right? It's so frustrating. So my frustration, I don't spank him, I just, please stop, you know? And literally it's the only thing that he will actually do. He'll listen. When you yell, when you get to the point where you finally are yelling, that is when he's like, oh, okay, okay. But like, people love to try and make it seem like I'm some kind of terrible person because I project my voice outside of my body. And I don't understand that. The words that I say are not cruel. I don't say cruel things to him. I don't call him names. I don't tell him he's worthless or useless or bad. I don't ever tell him anything like that. I ask him, why are you doing this? What is making you do this? And any kind of conversation that I have had about Elliot beating his ass, I'm trying to help him logically understand the concept of an ass beating, you know, like, so, and the concept of self-control too. Like, for example, there's a video that they keep loving to talk about where I'm literally describing to Elliot how, like, I would love to just like grab you and like pummel you into the ground or whatever. But, you know, or I didn't say I would love to do that, but like, I feel like doing, that's what I said. I was like, I feel like grabbing you and absolutely fucking pummeling you. But that's the thing. That's what self-control is about. That's why we learn impulse control, so that we don't do things that we would totally fucking regret doing just because we're angry in the moment. And that's what I was talking to him about in that conversation. But they, you know, they only clipped the part of the conversation where I'm like, oh, I feel like beating you, you know, and that's like, just watch the whole video and you'll see for yourself. But they don't, you know. But anyways, so yeah, I don't care. I am a literal, a very direct and an articulate person who has fucking who gets frustrated very, very easily. And that's just all there is to it. It doesn't make me a bad person. It just makes me someone who's in a constant state of working on myself. Like, I'm constantly trying to learn new ways. If like I try something and it's not working, I will try something else. Like, I don't give up. I don't give up on any of that stuff. Right, exactly, Emily. People like that just act, they show you who they are eventually, you know what I mean? Yeah, Nikki, your partner, I'm not a real big fan, I have to say. But, you know, it is what it is. As long as he's a good provider, I'll tolerate him. Exactly, Tori. Exactly. They're in denial or they don't have children. Right, exactly. So the thing is that I want Elliot to have emotional intelligence. I don't want him to just hear me yelling and think like, oh, anger. I am articulating to him in these moments, like, I am frustrated right now. I have all of this going on and all of this is happening and all of this. And then here you are intentionally tripping me, running past me and pulling my hair, you know, like you're intentionally picking at me while I'm in the middle of doing something that is already difficult. And you are putting me in a state of panic. Okay. I can't do this. And I have that fucking fun part of autism or ADHD, and I'm not really sure. It's just all one spectrum in my opinion, but and it's all actually normal. It's called being normal because humans have been in denial of their actual animalistic nature for a very long time, and only now are we actually realizing that, you know, all these things are in, but they're trying to twist it on you and make you feel like you're some kind of disordered being when you're not. You're just meant to be a fucking hunter-gatherer, that's all. You're not meant to be in a box typing in a computer, you know? You're meant to be out and doing things with your hands in the world, seeing sights and stuff, doing activities, own your own business. But anyway, I have a sensitivity to sound, and I've tried so many different things. I can't wear headphones on my ears. It gives me panics. Like, it makes me feel panicky. If I wear headphones on my ears, I can't hear. And I need to be able to hear my surroundings because I am a lot of trauma maybe. But I also live out in the woods, you know, and like I need to hear my chicks, I need to hear my dog, I need to hear my kid, I have to hear what's going on around me. So I don't like being closed off and not having the access to sound. So what did I do? I went and bought those loops or whatever they're called. The like earplug, not earplugs. I love those things. Well, they're tiny little fucking thingies and they just got lost, you know? So I haven't had my loops, and I haven't been able to afford to buy any more. So like, there's a certain pitch. And once it gets over that pitch, it literally feels like someone took and impaled my ear. I have a busted eardrum. And so it feels like someone went in my ear and is coming through the center of my actual head, directly in the center of it, and shoots out the other ear. It fucking hurts so bad, and it rings in my head. I can literally feel it. It like a feeling. I don't know how else to explain it. A fuzzy, like vibrating feeling in my head and in my ear for a while after, like a minutes. And then if it's happening over and over and over again, it immediately makes me want to fucking like run away, you know? And if you can't run away, then what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? You know, like, what do you do? If you can't get away, you can't get time away. There's no option for having any, you can't go take a bath. You can't go walk away because there's nowhere to go. Like, my kid's right there. I can't solve any of my problems. And, you know, there's nothing I can do. I just stand here and literally just cry. That's it. That's all you can do. And I'm not one to just like cry over things like that, unless I'm in a certain headspace. But like, it's just, what could I do at that point, you know? I had to just fucking survive. I was literally in the trenches of war, it felt like sometimes. All right, Adam, you need to hurry up. My water's gone. Okay, turning on the car. I don't like that you sound like that. I gotta stop and get air in my tires. All right, phone on the charger. Oh, see, I don't know there's a name for it. Well, I mean, I heard about that there is a name for it, but I didn't know what it was or whatever. So I can't sleep in my earphones because it hurts. I have that, and I can't hear well. I did fall asleep though, so that's the thing, is the loops. When I put the loops in my ears, I will forget that they're in my ears while I'm doing like chores outside, and then they fall outside. That's what's happened. That's why they're gone, is because they didn't fall like somewhere inside. I need to get one of those shiwis. The truck sounds like it's low on oil, dude. I don't like that. So, like, what kind of evil is that? I guarantee you, that was, like I said, about the whole cult thing and what made me who I thought it was, commenting. I guarantee you that it was, and they just, like, went to another person's, like, another family member's account or whatever, the wife's account. It's so funny when people have names like love is beautiful and love is meant to be shared, or like, you know, kindness is the way to heal the world, and then they're like commenting the nastiest fucking things to me, and they don't know who I am, and it is like, do you really think that about yourself? You think that you're kind? Do kind people do that? Love might, maybe in your book, love is not yelling, but in my book, love is like a bunch of different things. It's multifaceted and deep. But I guess we could equate it to, like, I guess loving people don't yell, sure. I don't know, though. A mama bear whose kid's being grabbed might say something, maybe quietly. Oh, stop, no. Stop, stop. Give me my kid back. Oh no, I'm out of green medicine. Yeah, they do. These people like have multiple accounts. Are you kidding me? I'm not, like, the thing is, God has been preparing me for this kind of harassment my entire life. Okay? My mother was really awful and harassed me. And ever since I was, I don't even know, ever since I was around people have been terrible to me. And the longer I've been on this earth, the more I realize it really has nothing to do with me, because it doesn't matter if I'm behaving badly. It doesn't matter if I am literally living a Christ-like existence. People are going to have something to say. They're going to not like the way you're doing something in some way. You know, people have opinions, and we're all multifaceted beings. You know, so we've all been raised in different households. And due to that, we have different ways that we think that things are supposed to be done. But what we need to kind of really realize is that there's more than one way to skin a cat. Because it worked for you and your friends and family doesn't necessarily mean it works for me and my friends and family. Our environmental area and geographical area, it's all different. So I don't know why people expect someone who lives, you know, in a specific way to also function that life in the same exact way that they function their life inside their totally different dwelling. It's interesting. It's just not how it's just not how the world works, you know. It's like, it's like, and it's a lot of liberal people. It's a lot of people who claim to be Democrats or liberal left people. They claim they are, but you know, whatever. And these people tend to, and I don't even want to get into that. It's just overwhelmingly, it baffles my brain, you know, the idea that you could spend so much time obsessing over someone else when, like, there's so many hours in the day. And if you invested even, like, for real, these trolls that are trolling me, they're doing this because they feel in some way that the only way they'll ever find success on the internet is by doing that. Because this is their niche, right? Is trolling. And the funny thing is if they invested, I mean, honestly, even half of the energy that they invest in snooping on people's lives and contacting family and friends and contacting CPS and shit like that, if they invested literally a half of that energy into their selves, their actual own personal selves, they would all be extremely successful people. These are all people who have, you know, that are incredibly talented people, but they just don't believe in themselves. And so they see me out here just, how dare I be out here just existing, you know, and the way that I'm existing be so inverted to what they know and understand. And yet here I am just getting by, just floating through life like a fucking leaf on the breeze, and it rubs them the wrong way. And, you know, like, this could literally be you too in your own little way. Like, it doesn't have to be off grid and in a bus and all the things like me. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be just like however you want it. You just have to invest that time and energy into yourself. And there's like that. I mean, that's why I don't have time to troll people on the internet, is because I'm too busy using all that energy investing in myself. You know, and focusing on like my own bullshit. I'm so Toodles, I don't know, you know this about me, but like I wait a lot more than 3 times to start yelling. I'm very patient with Elliot. I'm a lot more patient than most people. But when I fucking finally lose it, I finally lose it, you know? And that's why I find it so ironic, is I am called impatient, abusive, all these things, whatever, with my kid, while simultaneously being told that I'm the most patient parent that you've ever seen. You know what I mean? It's very, like, so like I said, it just doesn't matter what you do. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So you might as well just do it your own fucking way. You might as well just focus on what is literally in your arm's reach. And if you focus on what's within your arm's reach, then, only then, that everything within arm's reach is fully taken care of, then you can branch out. But we need to be focusing on ourselves a little bit more. These people would be so successful. I'm telling you, dude, these people are smart. The amount of, like, the ability to snoop and investigate, like, they do a good job, you know? Like, they're creeps. You know? They're taking shit to the next level. That one lady, what's her name? The one who's, like, fucking with me, that's been fucking with me pretty intensely. Crystal, or whatever. This, like, person who, so, like, if she invested in any of the time that she invested in, like, trying to post content related to me, like, she could, if she invested that time and energy into, like, her own advertising and her own, like, whatever, dude, she would be so successful. It doesn't matter that she's, you know, you know, maybe not the best, because she'll be overwhelming people with advertising, and people will just not be able to help it but hire her, you know? Like, she could do so good.
But instead, every time I see a little group of people coming through, I want to like pop out and stick my head up. Well, the thing is that, you know, you got to realize how this all went down and how it all happened. Like the evolution of the internet detective troll. You got to realize that when that California longtime murderer and rapist guy was caught by that My Favorite Murder fan who ended up being Patton Oswalt's wife, she wrote a book about it. I can't remember the name of it right now, The Murders. But anyway, around the time that My Favorite Murder, the podcast, started to pick up speed and become more popular, that's about when this started happening. I used to listen to that podcast. I listened to that podcast until they started pushing and promoting mental health medicines and like making a post every week of like, you post your fucking, all the handful of fucking psychotropic medications you take every, what? Why are you promoting that to your fucking viewers? That should not be your first option. It should not, mental health, like medication should be uncommon because like you don't use it unless you absolutely have no other option. But people just go to the doctor, get put on meds. Go to the doctor, get put on meds. And I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I forget too, like how, like, cause I don't take none of that stuff. So like, I forget, like, it's like, I forget that people are on that stuff. I forget that people take Adderall and that people take like Vyvanse. I forget that people are on medication, and there are a lot of people who are on medication. And I forget. Can you believe that? They have convinced an entire generation of people that they need to take methamphetamines in order to be normal because there's something wrong with them. No, there's nothing wrong with you. There's wrong with what we're trying to do here. This is the first time in human history that what we're doing here has ever been done. And it's weird. We're the weird ones because we're like not able to like force ourselves to sit in a fucking cubicle all day. Okay. Oh my god, I should go like write Adam's name on a fucking piece of paper and go stand over there. And like be all excited when he comes home. I bet he would like that. I would want someone to do that for me. Even just for funsies. You know, just as a joke. I should put his name in quotation marks like it's not his real name. That would be funny. Adam. Every time I see this pen, I remember that me and my husband went through a really tumultuous separation, and I'm so grateful. I'm reminded of how lucky we are to be such good friends today. Oh no, it finally died! Come on, pen.
Does the universe not want me to go over there and stand in front of the thing? I don't have a pen. This thing works. Got it. All right, guys, I gotta go. All right, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go and do the thing. Did you? Oh, thank you. When I open, it looks so pretty. It's like, honestly, I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of that job. Yes, indeed I am. I am proud of myself. I love that hair. I mean, honestly, like my job, I did the same job that I always do, which is, great, obviously, but I think I do really good dread work, which is why I've said this a bunch, is that I know that I'm like in the top 3 as far as just talent goes. I'm without without a shadow of a doubt top 3 in the country, maybe even in the world, but when it comes to stylistic stuff, pretty frou-frou things and beads and braids and shit like that, that's not my fucking thing, man. I don't do that. I don't know how to like make it look prettier than. I will show you what it looked like before and exactly what it looks like when you wake up in the morning. Like, without any styling, this is what your hair will look like every day. I can't do the styling. That's not my thing. So it's like clinical. That's why my photos that I have on my profile for my job or my business have always been clinical style. It's like you would see at a plastic surgeon's office. It's not stylized, posed, pretty photos, because I don't want you to I don't want people to get, think I'm doing some miracle and like making their hair look like some fucking model. I mean, it will look like a fucking model's hair, but you have to style it. You got to put beads in your own hair. It's not my thing. Did I lock my car? I wonder if I locked it. I don't remember if I locked it. All right. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. I'm going to call Elliot probably. Look for a bathroom maybe too. Adam's phone is dead, so and I really do gotta go though. Okay, bye.